everybody, and welcome to the Absolute Football Podcast, Absolutely Non-League, the show dedicated to everything from the National League North, and National League South. And as you can tell, it's JCB tonight. It is just JCB. I don't know where everyone else is. They must have a life. And I do want to apologise in advance as well, because as I can see, my internet is playing up for some reason. For some reason, I don't know what it is. My internet plays up in the warm weather. You'd think it'd be the winter weather, but it's a warm weather. Don't think it's used to it being northern. But we've got a lot to cover and a lot of emotions. I'll come to you in a minute, Jen. Ben, how are you and how's your Monday going?
Yeah, well, like I say, I haven't got probably the in and out of what Jen's got at the moment, but no, I'm all good, thank you. Yeah, disappointed from the weekend, but look, another point in the boards. Obviously, we'll talk about that in a bit, but yeah, good old JCB back on National League podcast on a Monday. Like, this is what dreams are made of, right? How are you, Sean?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, can't complain about football at the moment anyway. Yeah, we'll get onto that a little bit later. But somebody who's had every single emotion for the past few months, Ben was really, really happy today. And then they just had to go and spoil it. I mean, Jen, football aside at the moment, how are you? Like, how's your mental health right now?
It's good job I have therapy every Thursday. Yeah, like, good job I actually pay for therapy at this point because I think I need it. Like, you feel. I was texting my friend before and she said she texted her boyfriend and she went, "You know what? You can be happy as a Morecambe fan for about 2 minutes and then you brought back down to earth." And I was like, that just literally sums it up completely. Like, you went from the highest of highs to being sold to Derek's been sacked. Like, I literally don't even have words for it right now. It's absolutely wild.
What I'll do, I'll ask you again about everything that's happened in a second. We'll go to the chat, give you a few minutes to kind of compose yourself. If you want to have a drink or whatever, Breathe. Have a drink. Breathe. Do some breathing exercises. So Sean is here. He's put, "Hey guys, hats of a Reddit and a massive welcome to the amazing Morecambe FC into the National League for their very first game on Saturday. If it goes ahead, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, you will get a bit more time. We'll get onto that a little bit later. Hi guys, tuning in from Chichester, Torquay fan. Looking forward to Horsham away this Saturday. Love that. We have got as well. We've got Paul. He's got evening all. Jen and Liam. I'm loving the love. We've got Maisie as well. We've got Michael, Dale fan. Paul has put, "Bet you're happy after Saturday, Chris. My Bolton mate couldn't get a ticket for their game at Barnsley, so went to Radcliffe. No doubt Jordan wasn't happy." I don't think Jordan's been happy recently at all, has he, bless him? We'll get onto that a bit later. Aled has put evening all. We have got as well. Yeah, he's also put bright and early for a change. It must be all the non-league football he's so excited about. Bless him. Thank you for joining us, by the way. It doesn't matter whether you're early or late. We do appreciate any support. We've got Merritt, evening all. I mean, come on. We need you to drop points, Merritt. We need you to drop points. You know my love for Southend, but come on now. You're taking the mick a little bit here. Good choice of thumbnail, Deck Howe, Bagsman. I will admit as well, it wasn't me. It was our very own Sam. So all credit goes to Sam. We've got Luke Horry, everyone. He'd winning for the first time this season. Morecambe getting saved and Sky Stout scoring. I know. I don't know if anybody was familiar with Sky, but the amount of hate she got off people was absolutely disgusting. And she just basically said, "Don't worry, I'll let my football do the talking." And so it did as well. So I'm so happy for her. So happy. You've got as well. We've got our Lee. He's put, "Have a great show, guys. Sorry I can't be on tonight. It's a JCB." I know, where's Lee? No JCB and Lee. We've got Claire. Wow. Good evening, I know. Good evening, you beautiful bunch. Up the effing shrimps. I know. Is there a life that doesn't involve football. I don't even want to be thinking about that unless they'll annoy me.
No.
Probably happen. You've heavy lifting tonight. We are. Our crew. We've got our JCB. We've got Richard, evening all. There's a lot of chat, so thank you so much, everyone. I really do appreciate it. He's also put, they may do that on Thursday, ready for the Lower League podcast, Eled. Then Shah will have to rework the whole thing on short notice. Oh, honestly. Do you know what I've just thought as well? So if everybody are non-league fans near or anybody else, we have got a triple schedule ahead, like triple fixtures. So obviously there's midweek fixtures, Saturday fixtures, and bank holiday fixtures. So I'm going to literally have to get my arse in gear after the Dale game and quickly type them up. So if anybody points any mistakes out next week, I'll have you all. Just put it out there. Oh, come on, Luke. You never know. You never know. Maisie has put, Derek did not deserve this. Michael has put, just know that Dom Telford will score against us, being ex-Berwick, 100%. 100%. A good player as well, Telford. I do like him. Any chance of Morecambe getting a team together to play Sunny tomorrow?
No.
Liam's still there.
No.
Liam's still there.
I mean, the staff might be able to get the boots on.
Stick Liam on that top, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Your position's left back, but you never know.
Merritt has put, tough game against Tamworth. They are so physical. I swear every single of their players was over 6'5" long. Looking forward to York on Wednesday night. And then we have got Spenny fan Chris. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to any games at the weekend due to an emergency housing situation with Carol, my fiance. Oh no, I hope everything's okay. And Michael has put, get Liam playing on the wing.
Exactly. Might as well put him to use. You know what I'm saying? Southend fans will play the fixture. It's fine.
Right, Jen, do you want to talk about Morecambe now, or do you want to talk about some of the games? It's entirely up to you.
We'll do it now, and then we can talk about the football. So basically, over the weekend, which is wild because Jason usually doesn't work a weekend. Usually he's ignoring people's phone calls. On Sunday, it was confirmed that the club had been sold to Punjab, which we was out with our friends for food and drink at the time, and Liam had to take his laptop with him. And literally this laptop, I'm so glad it's going to stay at home now. It's going to stay at home and it's not coming out anymore. But it was wild. We were sat there with our friends and we were just like, that's it. Like, that's actually it now. Like, it's been 3 years of hell. You put the club up for sale in September 2021. We are now pretty much near September, and it's insane that it still doesn't feel real that it's actually been sold and he's actually like out of the club. Like, it still feels like he's there somehow. It just feels like we'll never get rid of him. But he signed everything over today. Everything has been done. Everything has been paid. They put a large chunk of money in the club today. The staff got the rest of their June wages today. July should be done by Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's payday again next Thursday or Friday next week. So I think once the staff saw the money go into the bank account today, that's when they really knew that it was done. And as a fan, it felt like so much relief yesterday when it was announced. Like, right, we've got our club back. Let's get ready to go. Let's get a team somehow together. Like, we only have 5 players. Something needs to be done if we're going to play on Saturday. But it felt surreal. Like, for the past 2 months, it's been utter hell. I would not wish this on anyone whatsoever, to be in a position where only one person is getting paid in your house and you've still got bills to pay. You've still got food to put on the table. It's been personally probably the hardest thing I've gone through, purely because I've seen how distraught Liam is putting out these 20 plus statements for the past 2 months, like that has been his life, when really he should have been planning for the season, doing corridor questions or getting the new players in, doing interviews with them. And now it's there and they're getting ready now, but you can only be so happy for about 5 minutes as a Morecambe fan, because then it happened that Derek Adams got sacked today. We, as fans, a lot of us knew it was coming because there's been heavily rumoured that Punjab did not want him. I've seen a few opinions from fans that I kind of agree with, but I kind of don't. A lot of people are saying because they put so much money into the club, they can do what they want as owners, which I totally get. That's totally up to them. They put 6 million into the club. They deserve to do what they want. Fair enough. But as a Morecambe fan who has met Derek, seen what he does with the community, with the fans, with the players, with the staff, he has been incredible. It came out earlier on today by an anonymous staff member that Derek paid for their rent last month, because if he didn't pay for it, they would have been homeless. And that just shows how much of an incredible man he is. And I think I get why they've done it. They're their owners. They can do what they want. They can get their own people in. But right now, we are in a position where we have a game to play on Saturday. We are on TV at 12:30, which we would love this game to go ahead just because we're on TV, because the atmosphere is going to be incredible in the stands, considering what could have happened on Wednesday. But we are not ready. We are not ready in the slightest. We have 5 players. That means we'd have to sign at least 15 to even field the team. It's probably not going to happen, if I'm honest. I don't think Saturday's going to go ahead. There's just not enough time for us to get a team together to field it. We don't have a manager now. We're in that predicament where we literally don't even have a manager. It's upsetting because I love Derek. We know he's walked away from us a couple of times and he's gone to other clubs, but he's never, ever been sacked. He's left of his own accord. So for us fans, it's disappointing that we can't say goodbye to him in a proper way, because he has done so much for us. He got us promoted. He's stuck with us through this horrible, horrible time. He could have easily walked away when all this was going on. But yet he still stuck around for the players, for the staff, for everyone. He's always been there for everyone. So I think it's more frustrating that they've treated him this way. But then you can look at it the other side, like, yes, they put the money in. They obviously want their own person. But then we've got a game on Saturday. We're not ready, like, in the slightest. We are not ready to play a game on Saturday. Who knows if this new manager gets announced tonight or tomorrow and we suddenly get 15 players through the door. Maybe we are ready for Saturday, but personally, the stadium's not ready. The stadium is not one bit ready. The lighting got ripped out last week because they hadn't been paid. So they need to come back and put the lighting in JB's bar, the changing room, the tunnel. There's all that to sort out. There's food, drink, pies to be made. Hospitality staff need to somehow get in and make sure everything is clean, tidy, because nothing has been touched in these past 2 months. The grass only got cut today after like 2 weeks. It's not just about getting a team on the field, it's the stadium. The stadium does not have any insurance. There's no insurance, so the players cannot come in to the ground until the insurance has been paid. So that's looking like Thursday. Meant to play a game on Saturday. That's not looking good for the players. There's a lot to do behind the scenes for us to be ready. And I just don't think we're going to be ready for Saturday. I think it's going to be another week and we start on the 30th of August at home. And that's where we go. But I think the Derek Adams thing's upsetting because he has done so much for the club. But I get it. I do get it. They want their own person. They've put their money in. They've paid the wages today. They didn't have to, but they've gone out their way to come in today and pay everyone's wages. And fair play to them for doing that, because the fact that June's wages have only just been paid at the end of August is atrocious. not from Punjab, but from Jason. Not one apology about the wages or anything from him. So I think it's difficult to see him go, but I understand why they've done it. Let's hope it's for the right reasons. Let's hope somehow we're doing all right. For me, personally, I would just like to survive in the league this season. If we can finish mid-table or above relegation, I will be more than happy with that, because personally, we didn't expect to have a club next week. We were ready to say goodbye to our club on Wednesday, and that was it. Whereas now we are looking forward to actually going to watch our team play this season, which is incredible. We're already planning to go to Truro away, which we thought we wasn't going to do. So now I need to book that off work. So we're obviously going to go down on the Friday. So it's mad that this is happening now. But I think personally, I've never seen Liam happier than I did last night when he was planning his media passes. He was planning the graphics, what he's going to do with Gabby this season, all the little player bits he's going to do for content and stuff. That's the side that I've missed, because he's been so depressed by putting these statements out and not knowing he's going to have a job. Whereas now he's been paid today. He's still there. Like, he's literally been there for about 12 hours now today. And God knows what time he's getting home, but he's still there. And that just shows that it's never just a job. It's a dream job. And I cannot wait to get back in that stadium and see him on that press deck doing what he does, or taking pictures of the players. I can't wait to see all the staff doing what they should be doing. Like, Les, our kit man, honestly love that man to bits. He's been with the club since he was a kid, like literal kid.
Oh.
And he is so excited because Terrace are sending the kits up tomorrow, the playing kits. So he can get all his kits ready and get all the stuff on them. And it's incredible what can change in a week. Like, it literally went from won't have a club last week to we've got a club and we could be playing football on Saturday. Like, how did it go from not this to selling? But I think the positive we have to take is Jason is gone. Jason is out. We still have a club. I never, ever, ever want him to be owning any sort of sporting, anything, any rugby, football, golf, whatever. He should be blacklisted from every single sport, because what he has done, not just to Worcester, who obviously went bust, and thank God they're back now, and we are planning to go and watch them at some point this season, but the fact that we somehow survived and he didn't kill us off, but the fact that he could have been so close to destroying another club, I just think he should never be near another club of any sort, because what he has done to the staff, to the fans, to everyone is disgusting. Like, I don't know how he can sit at home and be all right with himself. It's a positive that he's gone. We'll see what happens over the next coming days to see what happens with the manager, players, see if we play on Saturday. If we don't, fair enough, it's fine. We go again. We're at home on the 30th. So either way, we're starting our season at home, which is just going to be incredible. I can just imagine the atmosphere is going to be insane. But I'm just glad it's over. We can enjoy National League football now. I can enjoy it. I can book away trips. I can go to Rochdale away and eat a pie.
Yes.
Rochdale can come to us on Boxing Day. Life is great. I'm going to Truro away for the weekend at the end of September. It's great. My season tickets come. We're all good. Terrace are somehow trying to figure out how to get the club shop ready.
I know, bless them.
It is not ready. That poor man is going on holiday in 36 hours, and he has sent all the playing kits up today, personally by himself, to make sure they are there. And then once he's back off holiday, he's got, bless his little heart, I love him so much. He has got 900 shirts on pre-order to get out once he's back, plus reordering everything for the club shop, because obviously we have nothing. We sold that out at the kit launch. We sold 5 months worth of stock in 4 hours. So there's literally no stock for the club shop. But if anyone deserves to go on holiday, it's Carl from Terrace, because what he has done for this club is incredible. He didn't need to do that kit launch. He didn't need to put a pre-order on to make sure every Morecambe fan got the shirt that they wanted. He is honestly probably the best kit manufacturer we've ever dealt with. And honestly, he needs to go and enjoy his holiday because he deserves it. And once we're back, we'll sort the club shop out and then it'll be fine. But for now, we need to sort the team out, sort the stadium out, get ready to go. And honestly, I cannot wait to walk into that stadium and have a beer and have a pie and watch some football. Literally all I want. And it's crazy because you think about it, it's never just football, is it? Like,
no.
It's a community. You know, you're going to see people that you stand with on the daily. Like me and my friends, we stand with this little old man and we can't wait to go back and see him and ask him how he is. And it's all the little kids that we see. It's such a community that it feels surreal that we've got it back until we step foot in that stadium and we see the players on the pitch. It's not going to feel real for us, but I'm just glad it's over. It's done. And we can finally move on and enjoy football. Liam can get back to doing what he loves. Like, he's literally still at the club. Like, he's literally mental. Like, he's still there right now. And he'll be back in at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. But this is the chaos that we like. This is the chaos that we want. We want him to be excited about doing whatever he's doing instead of thinking, oh, what statement am I putting out today? We are done with the statements, I think. I hope, except for player announcements. But I think from a personal level, it's incredible that we are back where we should be. The staff are back where they should be. And whatever happens manager-wise, player-wise, we'll get behind the lads because, as someone said before, you can complain about Derek Adams and Punjab, but we could have been 48 hours from not having a club. So realistically, you need to think that, yes, we're upset that he's gone, but there's a future. There's a brand new, fresh start now. Anything could happen. So now we just need to hopefully play the game on Saturday, but if not, we'll be at home on the 30th. And I think that's incredible that we'll be at home for our first game no matter what.
I'm just so happy, Jen. Like, honestly. But can I just say, despite everything that's been happening to you, to your club, to Liam, you've always stayed so classy about the whole situation. And I just want to say hats off to you because, honestly, it could have got to a point where you could have come on here and you could have said, Jason this, Jason that, but not at one point did you ever do that. And I just want to say hats off to you because it must have been so difficult.
Yeah, it's been hard not to say certain things about Jason, but then you sit there and you think he's not going to see it. You can say all these things. He's not going to see it. He doesn't care. He's done now with the club. He doesn't care what the fans have to say. Like I said before, he hasn't apologised for not paying the staff. So I don't think he cares what anyone says. But he just doesn't, for me, deserve my time or my energy. Because for me, he's just a horrible, horrible man that tried to ruin a football club that has so much history. And honestly, he deserves zero time from anyone, though.
Completely agree. Can we just say as well, shout out to Terrace because they do our kits as well. And I mean, some great kits that they have done this season and stuff and the work they put into it. So honestly, massive shout out to them as well from a Rochdale point of view. And Ben, is there anything else you want to add on this whole situation?
I mean, I just pretty much covered it, to be honest. But like I said, I'm absolutely really. That's the thing. Look, you know, we've been coming on here for months and everything like that, talking about what's going to happen next and everything. And to see the news is coming, obviously, it's so many different ways of looking at it. It is a little bit bittersweet, obviously, in what's happened in the last 24 hours. But the main point of view is the fact that Morecambe have got their club back now, and you know, whatever happens this year, even if you know. The inevitable comes that they go down to National League North, they can find their way to bounce back. Because let's be honest here, they're going to be miles behind everyone else, you know, once they have got together because they've not really had a pre-season. You know, they've got gel as a team. And I think if Morecambe do manage to stay in the National League, I think it would be no more or less than a minor miracle, to be honest. But, you know, the owners have clearly obviously backing and who they're going to bring in. So it is going to just have to be, you know, wait and see, basically. But no, I'm really pleased with Jen and Liam as well. To us, everyone connected with Morecambe, because no club should ever have to go through that, and that's the thing. And hopefully Sheffield Wednesday won't be too far behind. You know, with getting themselves out of trouble as well. But yeah, no, I'm just glad now you can join the party now at the National League. It's quite the experience, put it that way. And that's the thing. I think it's what Morecambe fans will enjoy, one way or the other. You know, and that's it. Just be back in the football stadium, I think, will be you know, the first stage to normality again for you guys.
Yeah, honestly, I just can't wait to get back there. Like, I don't care who we're playing or what we're doing. I just want to be back in that stadium. Like, it's been months that we haven't been. There's away days that we're planning. Like, it's now, it feels like football is back for us. Like, we can enjoy it. And I think that's the main thing to take away from this week is we are sold. We have a football club and we are not. And I must say a huge shout out to Bury, Preston, Garston, Kendal, every single football club that has offered us to go for free. It just shows the football community, and I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line we will be offering free tickets to them fans to come to our games whenever they want, because the hospitality these clubs have given us is unmatched, absolutely unmatched. They have been incredible throughout all this, and I think it just shows that it's a community. It's not just football. Everyone deserves to go and watch their team. And my friend went to Preston on Saturday and she had a great time. And I think that's the main thing. We can go to other clubs, but now we know how our club is back. We want to offer that back to the people who have helped us in this time as well.
And I just want to say before we move on, Jen, officially, welcome to the National League.
Yay! Only like a couple of months late, but it's fine. We're only like 3 games behind.
Better late than never, as everyone says.
Yeah.
Just talking about kits, this one really made me laugh from Green Acres, because obviously their famous leopard print kit, as we do talk about, this really made me laugh.
Oh God, I'm not looking forward to seeing that one. That's for sure.
That's going to mess with my eyes. We will need sunglasses for that one.
Yeah.
We will talk about Forest Green later, though, because two ex-Dale players scored, and I just, honestly, it melted my heart when I saw it. But we are going to have a change today, because I know some of you people in the chat like to get National League out of the way and then you swan off and do whatever you want to. So we're keeping that till last, guys and girls. We are going to start with National League North. So let's have a quick look. Oh, a couple of shockers on there. Ben, any shocks for you or any you want to talk about?
The one that jumps out to me straight away was Marine beating Buxton. I think to get a win over, again, a side that we've already tipped to finish in the playoffs at the very least, if not put a title challenge towards it. I think that's a royal step in the right direction for them, and also Oxford City as well. Against like as I say, Macclesfield have got a little bit of the welcome to the National League North a little bit, because obviously they would have been on a massive high after the result last week against Worksop, but I think that will sort of be a little bit of a reality check for them to think, look, even though after the success they had last season in the Northern Premier League, they're not just going to have to swan in here and rip teams apart as much as they would like to. So, big win for Oxford, after a bit of a tough start for them as well. So, and again, home-wise for Oxford, they've always been pretty reliable in recent years, especially using the 3G pitch to their advantage. I know Macclesfield playing one as well, but yeah, that'll be a huge morale booster for everyone involved at Oxford after probably not the best of starts to their campaign.
I just wanted to say as well to anybody, if you are new to this podcast, if you have watched a team or if obviously you've gone to a game, please send in your match reports, because we do love reading them out on here and it gives us a little bit of insight as well. We have got Chris, so I mean, another very, very good win for Spennymoor. He has put Radcliffe away, wasn't able to make it to this game due to needing to spend a weekend with a fiance. 2 Glenn Taylor goals. Are we shocked that Glenn Taylor scored at this point? We are not.
You think it should be a shock every time we hear his name?
Exactly. One of them was a penalty, sealed a very good win away. Next up, Kings Lynn at home on Tuesday. Luke isn't very happy because he's no 0-0s, but But finding a positive. There is a couple of 1-1 draws. He loves a good draw, our Luke. I swear, though, Luke, if our game on Wednesday is 0-0 or 1-1, I'm going to be fuming. I'm going to be fuming. Excellent result for us against Kidderminster. I know, to be fair, right, Worksop have done all right so far, haven't they? But I feel like a couple of the teams that we'd expect them to have been doing pretty well the last couple of games since it started, they've not really, have they? It's like adjusting to it, especially Kidderminsters.
Yeah, they've been given a really tough start, to be fair. You know, against a newly promoted side of, come and won the league. Kidderminster, who were a goal away probably from securing automatic promotion last season. I mean, Kidderminster, like for me, are probably, arguably strong favourites to go up. And I think it's just showing to them, and it will definitely give them a lot of belief that, they can pick up results. And again, at the early stages of the season as well, was all about just performance, isn't it? I think like, look, they need to try and establish a regular performance, a promise for their supporters, because they are one of the smaller clubs in this division, but being able to compete like that against like solid communities. And you always say for those sort of teams that come up into the division, they need to use their home form to the best of their advantage. So I think Worksop have clearly shown that they can compete at this level. Again, it's still very early days yet, but like a draw against Kidderminster only gives them the need now to really push on now, and hopefully that first win of the season isn't too far away for them.
Just quickly having a look on here. Chris has mentioned my standout is Charlie 3, Chester 0. Chester had a man sent off, so not great for them. And they also scored an own goal too. So definitely not good for them. It was Tom Leake who got the own goal. But yeah, Chester Charlie, Jen. I think you backed Chester to do pretty well this season, didn't you?
Yeah.
I know it's only start of the season, but talk to us.
Yeah. I just had a quick look at the table as well, and Charlie are like second and Chester are like 15th. So I'm just like, I know it's quite early, but I feel like Chester will probably still be up there in the players somehow. They are a very, very good side, and I think they will go up there again. But Charlie are shocking people. They really are. And I think if they keep on going the way they are, then maybe they could even go up this season. But I think if they keep on fighting, then I don't see why they can't fight to get promotion at all.
Definitely. One that I did want to mention as well, because I know a few people had them to struggle, and I just want to give them credit because I feel like every time we talk about them, it's about, obviously, Jim Bentley, if you Lee, who still thinks Jim Bentley's there, bless him.
I love Jim Bentley. Jim Bentley is coming to Morecambe on Friday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. The Shrimp Trust put on a little party thing at a local thing on the prom. They put it on way before the club had got announced. They announced it just in case the club went bust. But we have a little party thing going on, and Jim Bentley's coming down to do questions and see people. I love him so much. Like, literally, actually, I will always adore that man. Like, cannot wait to see him again and see what he's been up to. But yeah, it should be fun when he comes down on Friday. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen him.
I'm actually so gutted it didn't work out for obviously Jim Bentley, because I feel like it came in at the wrong time for us, because there was obviously pressure on us and stuff, but he's one of the nicest guys, but he's so funny as well. I think he's got a cracking sense of humour. I'm so chuffed that he's going Morecambe. I love that.
I know. I'm going to get a picture with him and I'll send it to you.
Please do. Please do.
No
Southport, like we mentioned, obviously Glenn Taylor scoring. I did have to give a shout out to Danny Lloyd because it was a penalty, but still, I think Danny Lloyd is the man of the moment at Southport at the moment. So we got a penalty, and then Tom Moore scored for them and Sonny Hilton. But Bedford did score, to be fair. It was Tyrone Marsh. But yeah, I just felt like with Southport, when we talk about them, it's always when they've lost, bless them. So I just wanted to give them a bit of a like, yay, they've won. They've won. There is a lot of them talk in the chat. We will go to Aled. I know. I'm pretty sure we're top of the league as well, if I'm right.
I think they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a quick word on Bedford actually as well, because obviously you mentioned Truro Marsh. Like, I mean, obviously I put them down to being bottom four, but mate, I don't know if I feel like I might have done them a bit injustice, because knowing they've got quite a few goals in that team, because obviously Truro Marsh is someone that I've watched at Boreham Wood for a number of years, and someone that's easily capable of playing National League football. He's done it for a fair few years with them, and then you got Sean Jeffers next to him, who was Mr. 30-goal man a season for Sutton Auburn City. So, obviously they still need a bit of time, I think, to find their feet, because especially for strikers like them who've been used to playing in the National League South, which I find is a completely different division and completely different contrast to how teams play. It might take a little bit of time for them to adjust to it. But again, like say for Bedford, if they can get some goals out of them, like say from Marsh and obviously Jeffers at the same time, then no reason why, they won't stay up quite comfortably. But that's something for Southport. They've needed that massively, though, really, after really tough end to the last season, and that they need to get back into winning ways very quickly, and that otherwise it could be a very long campaign for them again.
100%. Can I just point out this comment as well, right? Because I'm actually, my eyes are filling up reading it, Jen. Oh, that is so wholesome. She has put, hi Heather, by the way, hope you're okay. She has put Liam and his trusty laptop. I am so proud of how you two have handled this. Yeah, so proud of you both, my beautiful daughter and future son-in-law. I love that so much. That has made my day. That has made my day. You need to bring your mum to the Rochdale game as well, so I can meet her.
I definitely will.
I'll buy the pies.
Buy the pies.
You get to meet Desmond the Dragon as well, Jen. Well, me and you'll have a picture with him.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Lucas put, I've just noticed every team in the National League North has squad numbers and names on the back of their shirt compared to 2019 when there was nothing like that. Oh, I love that. South, everything's improving now at the minute, isn't it? Especially National League North, South, and National League. You think of some of the names in all of the leagues now. It's incredible. Incredible. And so it should be.
They put names on the back of our shirts this year for the first time in years. I think because it's not. I think owners have finally spent some money. Oh my god! It's not compulsory though, nationally, North and South level. So I think they've been having it since COVID. To be fair, because I think I was aware people watching streams, they couldn't see the numbers or probably the people playing. So I think it stemmed from that, to be honest. But no, it is starting to look a little bit more professional now, which I think going down to the 6th tier, I think it's what's needed, because national North and South should be treated just like the National League, in my opinion.
100%. 100%. Just quickly going back to the chat. I did forget this as well. My laptop's now being a Karen. I do apologise to any Karens in the street.
Karens have left the street.
You think something and you say it out loud, and then you think, I hope there's no Karens in here.
Oh my god.
Man. And me and my mouth. Gets me in trouble. Grace, bless him. He has been an absolute football. It's like me right now. I don't even know. I'm too excited about Morecambe, Jen.
Too excited about Desmond.
Desmond.
You know what?
Desmond and Christy the cat. Yeah, I'm going to make sure Liam brings Christy the cat to Rochdale away.
Oh, please do. Please do. Oh,
he was there with the Berry mascot. It was great. I was like, he needs to come to more away days.
It'll get me too excited. But Chris, bless him, has been an absolute football podcast member for 4 months. So thank you so much for showing your support, Chris. We really appreciate it. Honestly, I've gone really hyper now. Really hyper. It's just set me head funny. Bring some normality back. Dazzler has put great win. I love that. Dazzler. Great win at Leamington. Dazzler. Great win at Leamington. Blackett, a new signing, Scott on the score sheet. 2 out of 2 and away at Alfreton tomorrow.
That's a cracking signing that for them, by the way. Kevin Scott.
Good.
When he was at Notts County, I think he was one of their best players really down there when they got promotion. Scored that winning penalty, of course. But obviously, I think everyone probably more remember the penalty against Wrexham, to be honest. But I think they must be paying him a fair bit to go down there, to be honest, to drop a level, because he's easily capable of for me, it's probably playing in League Two, I think. So that's a bit of a shock, that. But that's certainly going to push their chances of going for a playoffs this year for South Shields.
There's some proper cracking signings. It's mental. I love it. I'm loving it. We've got Guitar Matt. He has put great win for Marine on Saturday. A stunning winner from Finn Sinclair Smith in the 97th minute to take the point. The Marine Travel Arena was rocking at the end. I love that. Absolute limbs. And why are you rubbing it in, Ben?
Sorry, Luke. I forgot you were in the chat.
One team that I am really worried for at the moment. They've had a tough start, to be fair. But Hereford, I know we do mention them quite a lot on here, but they've lost a few players, haven't they? I know they've recruited, but I still think with their ownership and the fact that it is a fan-owned model, which is good in some aspects, don't get me wrong, for the protection, I still think at the moment it is very, very hard to compete with some of these teams in this league. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it is just a tough start. They managed to turn it around, but it's...
Yeah, there is high expectation at a club like Hereford, because let's be honest, they should be looking towards the top end of the National League, really. You know, when you look at, like, say, the fan base, Edgar Street, it's got everything it needs there to be back in the Football League for me. And I think you're right, Charles. I think, like I said, you've got a lot of owners now that are willing to put money, particularly now, into the lower levels now, because the money, let's be honest, is sneaking right down now into, step 6 and below. And you're finding that some of the financial, implications are becoming a little bit like out of control now a little bit for some of these teams. And when you're only fan owned, it is hard to to really compete against teams that one owner that's going to pump willing to lose £3 million a year to get the team promoted. So they have got a tough task in the hands, but I don't think there'll be any danger of going down. I don't think. I mean, they just like I said, they've had a quite tough start against another. Like I said, they've lost to a side that again we're expecting to be in the playoff area anyway.
Of course.
So, like I said, 2 games in, you can't judge after that, but they need goals because obviously they haven't scored yet this season either. So, the confidence is going to come into that the longer that goes on. So they really need a response on Saturday or tomorrow. I think they've got a game tomorrow.
Yeah. Especially, of course, with Chris mentioning about their injuries, and they don't really have the finances to spend on many players. So I think that's obviously a little bit of a worry for them, but I completely agree. To be fair, this did make me laugh as well, because I did mention I am a massive Bobby Grant fan from when we had him at Rochdale. But this really made me laugh. Bobby Grant ran on the pitch to celebrate Marine's winner and pulled his hamstring.
That's one way to get injured.
I know. Bless him. I do love Bobby Grant, though. What a guy. What a guy. So, moving on, obviously. It's not anything to go by right now, but I will read the table out. So, top of the National League North, we have Merthyr Town on 6 points. Chorley, a second, also on 6 points. Spennymoor Town, Chris, a third, also on 6 points. South Shields, a fourth, on 6 points. And then 5th, we have Kings Lynn Town. 6th, we have Kidderminster. And 7th, we have Darlington. Kings Lynn Town and Kidderminster have 4 points and Darlington have 3 points. And then in the relegation zone, we have in 21st, Aldershot Town on 1 point, and Radcliffe, Peterborough Sports and Hereford are all in the relegation zones with no points. Bobby, are you there? I know, bless him. What a guy, though. What a guy. Right then. Do you want to get Maidstone out of the way, or do you want to talk about some of the other games first? I will let you choose.
Let's get my misery out of the way first.
Go on, then.
We just like shooting ourselves in the foot, to be honest. Not once, but 2 weeks on the trot. I think a bit like the Hemel game. I was settled on taking a point from that against Torquay, who were my title favourites. Like, I look at their squad on paper and think, there's no way we're going to be able to compete against that. That's probably maybe would have done last year. But you know what? Players actually showed up. They put in a decent performance. And I think it wasn't a game for the neutral, put it that way. It was very, very stop-start. It was a lot of stoppages, a lot of head injuries, including one, unfortunately, to our goalkeeper, Nathan Harness. He had to come off with concussion.
No.
So, we had to put in Lenny Holden, who's hasn't played in goal like properly, I guess. I mean, he came on the last 20 minutes against Farnborough at the end of last season because it was the last game of the season. But this was his first real chance to shine for us, and unfortunately, just didn't quite go where we wanted it. But like I say, we took the lead, worked very well, worked goal, Dion Moore again, a man who I saw, oh, God, geez, I knew the Torquay fans would be in. That's it, rub it in. Dion Moore, like I say, a lot of people put criticism on him when we signed him, and probably including myself, to be honest. I'm not afraid to say that. But he's been the target man we've needed, held the ball up really well, set Dejan Golding on his way before squaring it for John Gilbert to get his first goal for the club. Really well taken goal. And then, to be honest, we looked fairly comfortable. Like I say, the Torquay were putting balls into the box and not really putting us under any pressure. You'd like to think when we brought a sub goalkeeper on that they might start putting more balls in the box. But really, Lenny didn't have too much to do, to be honest. And then second half, to be fair, I think Torquay have had a lot of the ball. But again, didn't really do a lot with it, to be honest. I think we've defended superbly. We've protected, Lenny at, in so many different occasions. And then, but the thing is, we've done it 2 weeks in a row, and the gaffer again has made, for me, silly changes that have cost us 4 points. We could be sitting here with 6 points right now if we just made changes at the right time. And 94 minutes on the clock, you think like this game's in the bag. Like they're not going to get an equaliser. It's all settled. What does he do? He brings on another centre-back, takes off John Gilbert, leaving us with really no presence up top. And what happens about 60 seconds later? It was the sub-defender that gave away the penalty that ultimately cost us the game.
You've been talking to Jim McNulty.
I felt so sorry for David at Bonter-Homer. It was one of the signs I was really impressed by when we brought him in the summer. And look, I don't put any blame on him because look, he's been brought on with 60 seconds to go. And coming to a game like that when balls are coming right into the box and that, and you're unsettled a little bit because you're trying to find who's the man he's meant to be looking after. And it's one of them where, obviously the player's gone through and everything like that. And, he sort of clipped the bottom. If it was a Stonewall penalty, I'm not going to argue it. And Jordan Youngs tucks it away. And let's be honest, I think Torquay deserved the point in the end, but we've got to stop finding ways of dropping points like this. And it's just showing we are lacking depth and really needing, a bit of quality to come on and settle the game a little bit. Because, one good thing we were really good at last year was game management. And we won a lot of games by the odd goal. And this year, obviously, they're only 2 games in. But we've just shot ourselves in the foot. Like I said, on another day, we're sitting at 6 points. It could well be top of the league right now. And, let's be honest, we've drawn against two good sides, I think. But we know full well that we're just lacking a little bit. And maybe fitness might have told a little bit in the end because the Torquay are more full-time than we are. So, again, that could come into place. But I think you've got to give them some credit, to be fair, that they've stuck to the game plan. They knew they had to find a different way of getting something out of that game. I think Paul Wilson admitted that afterwards. We weren't going to be able to let them dictate what happened on the pitch. We would stop them at every chance we got. So, it's a delight for Torquay because they've never come to our ground and never got a point before. It's the first time they've ever done it. So I thought our tremendous run against Torquay, which I think has got 11 wins in our last 13 against them, unfortunately has ended in a draw. But look, it's not a bad point. It's a point in the right direction. But yeah, we're just a bit disappointed that it's not all 3. But look, again, if you had offered me that point before the game against one of the big favourites of the league, I would have taken it. So it's not bad, but it could have been a lot better.
Bless you. I feel like George Ellacobe has been talking to last season's Jim McNulty.
You just want a little bit of just a little bit of responsibility, I think, to take. And I think obviously, look, the players are there. He sends the players out there to do their job, and at the end of the day, that is ultimately down to them. But I just think changes need to be made at more smarter times. I always go back to when we won the National South a couple of years ago. Our old manager Hakan Hayrettin. Big reason why we won the league is because we made changes at the right time. When we were losing games, we brought on the right players and took the right ones off, and they end up having impacts, and we win the game. At the moment this year, obviously it's not quite clear. Look, we're only 2 games in, and that's how hopefully the management are taking it on board. In fact, look, they can't drop 4 points like they have done in 2 last-minute equalisers and not think, something's not right here.
Yeah.
So they've got a chance to come back. We've got Hampton and Richmond at home tomorrow. Again, they'll be buzzing off the back of a great win, obviously, which we'll talk about in a second. And we've got to make sure we turn up. And yes, the game is live on DAZN tomorrow if anyone does want to catch it.
I'll be watching. I'll be watching.
Yeah,
Pop Ben in his high vis.
Yeah, well, I'll be. I won't be in my high vis. I don't wear my high vis in home games. They know I am.
Oh, go on, Ben. You've got it for a special occasion.
Yeah, well,
go on.
I just wanted to get our first home win under our belts, and that's the thing. But you'll be able to spot me. I'll be the one with the white cap. Put it that way. So yeah, no. Hopefully we can put it right tomorrow and get that first win, which is what we need.
I'm not watching now. You're not wearing your high vis.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We'll watch the Premier League pod. If Sam's watching, of course, we'll still watch that as well as me.
Yeah.
So, Sam, I promise. Nearly shot myself in the foot then, didn't I? I nearly had Sam coming for me. I know. Don't come for me, Sam. But we will get on to the rest of the results. Jen, any you want to talk about? I mean, I know we talk about Dorking a lot. Not going well for me.
What happened to Dorking? I don't know what to say about Dorking at the minute. I just feel like they're not getting off to a good start at all, and they're really struggling. And I don't know what's going wrong there at the minute. Like, it's Mark White just not doing what he did last season. It's crazy that Dorking are just losing these games, and obviously Hampton and Richmond are winning these games that are games that Dorking should be winning, and they just aren't, which, if they want to go up, they need to really start and push for results, because it's getting further and further away from them now, because this National League South is a tight league, and I think if they don't start winning soon, they're really, really going to struggle.
I agree with that, because that was the big problem. That's what cost them promotion for me last year, was their bad start. They dropped far too many points in the first couple of months of the season. Had they not, they would have won the league. I'll be honest about that. But I've said it since the summer. Look, I know Mark White's very loyal to his squads, and he's kept a lot of that, the core of that team together for a number of years. But the trouble is, it's been a lot of years now, and a lot of these players are getting older. You've still got the likes of Tony Craig, that's over 40, about 40 years old. He's playing on that, let's be honest, that awful 3G pitch that needs replacing at Dorking. I know Mark's made that very clear that he wants that to happen, and because it's causing so many injuries for them. And look, I watched the highlights of the game, and although Dorking had enough chances, they were just shambolic defensively. The 3 goals they've given away are absolute criminal. And when a bunch of amateurs eventually come up with that episode, if they did film it, then there's going to be, I think, some tasty words in that dressing room after. If you're going by the post-match interview after that game, because he was not a happy bunny, Mr. White. The thing is, though, for Hampton, that's I got to give him Alan Julian a lot of credit, because look, a lot of people, and including myself, have put him down to be relegation material this year, which I still think they will be. But to go to a side like Dorking, at home, like I said, we're Dorking at home, and they've always been very good at home, Dorking. And to win 3-0, and that's the thing, it just completely rips them apart. I'd say massive credit to them. And like I said, and that's what worries me about tomorrow, is they'll be on a massive high from that game, and looking to make maximum points over a couple of away games. So yeah, a lot of work's got to be done at Dorking, because that's the thing, like as Jen said, they can't be afforded to be dropping points against sides they should be beating. It's no disrespect to Chippenham and Hampton, but that's what cost them last year, was dropping too many points to the teams, it's sort of mid-table, bottom half, and ultimately that's why they didn't go up for me in the end. So they've got a lot of work to do.
We've got everyone from all over today. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for supporting us. Really appreciate that. Honestly, we had someone in America before. I love it. But we've got Ryan, who is a Hampton and Richmond fan. He has put fantastic away day with Hampton and Richmond. We were lucky not to be down in the first half. James Holden really commanded his goal. Fantastic match day too. I love that. Do you know what? I love seeing new people coming here as well since the show split, because I feel like we have a really good mixture now of fans from all 3 divisions, and I love it. I love meeting new people. So hi, everyone. I get excited when new people come. I obviously love everyone else in our OGs as well, but it often makes my day when we see fans of the other clubs. And also, hey, Luke, 3-0-0s. And Luke, is so happy. Amazing stuff. He loves a good 0-0. He loves a good 0-0.
Surprising ones as well.
Oh, we've got a question as well. Ahmed has put, which club rises better, AFC Wimbledon or Wrexham?
It's Wimbledon, not even a question to
me.
Sorry, Alan.
Sorry, Alan, yeah. To go from combined counties to the Football League, was it in 9 years and that? I think that was the ultimate, really. But again, fan-owned club, that's an easy one for me.
Just quickly as well, I know there was another standout. Chris has mentioned it. Horsham 3, Worthing 4. What a game that must have been.
Yeah.
Horsham were 2-0 up as well, I'm pretty sure. And, like Worthing pulled it back to 2-2. I think they got penalties, made 3-2, and scored a cracking fourth goal. Sam Packen, scoring a cracking fourth goal. I think hit it from just the edge of the box, top right-hand corner. Absolutely no chance. And, I think Horsham, like I said, they've had a tough start, to be fair. Look, they've come up against, again, one of the title favourites last week against a side that, always in and around the playoff area. I think they've sort of been thrown in the deep end a little bit. And, maybe I think it's a lack of, concentration. And again, they've been given a bit of footballing lesson the last couple of weeks. And I know Dom DePaolo will definitely be taking, all this into account, surely, when they're going forward. Because I still back Horsham to have a really good season, personally. Look, 2 defeats is absolutely nothing at this stage for me. And, there'll be much better days for Horsham, I have a doubt. Let's say they're capable of scoring goals. They've just got to be a little bit more tighter defensively, I think. So, but no, I think amazing character from Worthing and that, and particularly after what they would probably thought was a disappointing draw against Bath last week. They needed to get off to that winning start, personally. So, no, cracking result for them and for our Lee as well.
I know. Just really quickly, we've got Thomas in here. Hi, Thomas. Hope you're okay. Scrappy game from Ebbsfleet, but brilliant result. 2 wins and 2 clean sheets. That's what I like to hear, because I backed you guys.
Wow, why did you back them, Shav? Goal teams.
Goal teams. I just had to do it. They're our bogey team, aren't they?
No, not to us anymore. They're not. Well, I don't know. We'll wait till November on that one. Then we might change our mind on that. I'll tell you what, big surprises. Been a big surprise, though. We don't think we mentioned it really last week. Maidenhead. I don't know what's going on down there, but they've been off to a very bad start. Losing at home to Chesham, and then failing to beat an Enfield side who have basically been tipped to finish almost rock bottom of the league. So Alan, I think they are under a bit of pressure. I know Alan Devonshire, I'm pretty sure he's gone now, is he? Or is he still there? I can't remember now. There's a lot of pressure, I think, down there now at that club, because they're looking to bounce back straight away into the National League and can't be afford to dropping points against sides like Enfield, who a lot of teams will be expected to go there and win this year. So a lot of work to do there.
Dagenham as well.
Yeah. Really. I mean, then again, I think drawing at Salisbury's not a massive surprise, I don't think, because again, we've tipped Salisbury to do really well with the signings they've made. I think Dagenham, they needed a result, I think, after last week's disappointment against Ebbsfleet, because I think a lot of hype have been put on that, because it's 2 sides that are challenging to get in the playoffs, or challenging both for the league, let's be honest. And, I think they needed the clean sheet to sort of set them down. But again, I think when they get home and everything like that, they will start to show their quality a little bit. Look, they've got some good quality in there. They've got the likes of Hemmings, obviously, who was a massive contributor to the goals at Kidderminster over the last few years. So they will have better days than that Dagenham. But I think this year's a bit of a transition for them. Obviously, with new ownership, they need a bit of time to get themselves into the league, and it will take a bit of time for them. That's why I think if they go to go up, it'd be a year too soon. I think they need to maybe finish in the playoffs, get a little bit of experience of that, and then next year really go for it, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, but I'm sure Dagenham fans want it there and now, to be honest.
I know. Just a couple as well I wanted to mention. Chris has got there first. Tottenham has got 2 wins from 2 games. Good start for them. Very, very good start for Tottenham.
Yeah, we got to go there on Saturday as well.
Oh, Ben.
They've got a lot of experience in that team. They've got a lot of experience. They've been there and done it. So, I think there's a bit of a budget going in down there. So I'd expect a tough game. But unsurprising, to be honest, them coming 3-0 wins against Tunbridge, because Tunbridge have been, struggling, and I think they're going to finish in the bottom 4. I don't see they've got enough quality in that side to stay up. So I think it's going to be a long old season for the Old Angels. I'm trying not to laugh when I say that. But no, massive credit for Tottenham to coming to this level. I think the first time they've been at this level, and 2 wins under their belt, fantastic stuff. And that's the same with Chesham as well, because Chesham, like I say, I think not a lot of people tips do well, and 6 points for them. So the sides I'm not expected to do well at the moment have actually made pretty solid starts, to be honest.
As well.
Yeah, Dover again, another side a lot of people put down right at the bottom. Great win at Bath City. Bath have always been tough to beat at home. They one good thing about them last year is they were one of the best defences in the league. So yeah, for Dover, I think, especially after defeat last week against Tottenham, they needed to bounce back straight away, because they were a team conceding a lot of goals when they got relegated last time. So huge 3 points for Jake LaBelle's side, as they bounced back now to this level.
Just wanted to talk about this one as well. Last but not least, 2 podcast favourite managers. So Scott Davis's Slough Town, Lee Allinson's Hemel Hempstead. I pronounced my H then as well.
Oh my God.
Concentrate. Oh my gosh. Wow. New season, new Charlotte.
Yeah.
But I need to pronounce it my way now. Emil did get the win, but Sean did say as well, despite the result, what an amazing day at Slough, with a charity game raising just under 2.1 thousand for Mind. Absolutely love that. Can't believe I got to pronounce my H then. Wow. I feel
Quick while you're ahead. Quick while you're ahead.
Yeah. Stop.
Wow. I've been practicing my English. So, National League South table. So, top of the table on 6 points, we have AFC Tottenham, Ebbsfleet United, a second, also on 6 points. I always get this wrong. It's Chesham, isn't it?
Chesham.
Yeah. Chesham United, yeah. Chesham United. I know I didn't pronounce my H then. Chesham United, third, also on 6 points. And Hornchurch, who would have thought, and said to me, is not keen on Hornchurch anymore, because whatever you say in Hornchurch stays in Hornchurch. And look at them. They're doing well now.
No. Well, I expect them to. They've got a really good squad down there. They should be where they are, to be honest with you. So they've got a lot of experience down there, a lot of ex-league players. So that's not a surprise to see them where they are at the moment.
And then 5th, we have Hampton and Richmond on 4 points. 6th, we have Torquay United on 4 points. Worthing, a 7th on 4 points. And then in the relegation zone, 21st, Dagenham and Redbridge on 1 point. Dorking Wanderers. Wow, I bet Mark White's not happy. Wow. Really he will be fuming with a capital F. Dorking Wanderers, 22nd on 1 point. Tonbridge Angels, 23rd on 1 point. And Horsham, our bottom, on 0 points. Really quickly now, get to my graphics for the National League, everybody.
Woo!
Jen, welcome to the National League.
Oh, look at that postponement.
Don't worry. You'll get to play
another game you have to play.
But, Jen, I'm going to come to you first. Any on here that are standouts for you?
I think it has to be Carlisle and Boreham Wood. I just think that was a hell of a game. And what I've seen from Carlisle fans is they're not too happy with the team at the minute. They think they're just not ready. But I always love Boreham Wood because now they've got Tom White. I can't not look at them. I see them. I'm sorry, Ben. It's just Tom White. Luke understands. It's always Tom White. But I think that was a big game for Carlisle. I think they had to kind of win that one to really, because they are challenging to go back up, and fair play to them. I wish them nothing but the best. Generally, probably one of the best away days you can do. But I think it's such a tight game that either of them could have won it, but it ended up in a draw. And I think for both of them, they needed to really push for the 3 points to get up that table. But what a game to watch. That could have been probably one of, as a neutral, that could have been a really, really good game to watch.
Just on Boreham Wood, when I spoke about our game against them last week, I actually mentioned that they actually played pretty decent, to be fair. They really did. We just had a mad 3 minutes where Manny J ended up scoring 2 goals, but they made a really, really good account for themselves, to be fair.
Yeah.
On a Carlisle perspective, I think they're getting a little bit of a reality check, because I think, like, not just Carlisle, a lot of our clubs, including my own, once you go down to the National League, you get a little bit too big for your boots, and you're like, yeah, do you know what? We're gonna piss this league. We're massive. We're a big club. We're gonna win this. And I think with Carlisle, despite them obviously scoring 3 goals, which is very, very good, they are getting a little bit of a reality check. One thing I did want to mention, though, Regan Linney. I mean, scoring 2 goals in this game already, and I can't remember whether it was his first or his second goal, but what a goal.
Second goal was a
brilliant.
Top
peach.
You know, cutting left-hand side, smash it to across goal, top right-hand corner. It was a brilliant goal, to be fair. I think their commentators enjoyed it, to be fair, from the highlights I watched of it. So.
Definitely. Ben, any you want to talk about on here?
Well, I would have said like that one, because, you know, for Boreham Wood to come back and everything like that. And again, I think when you've gone down 2-0 to Rochdale in your first game back at the level, and you're 3-1 down away from home against Carlisle, long away trip, you think it could be easy for them to just go, oh, we're down and now we'll try again on Tuesday. But, you know, they bounced back with 2 late goals in the end, and Luke Garrard's never saved our attitude, which is obviously what got them through the playoffs last year. So, massive for them. But obviously the big one for me, you know, and what a start they have made is Wealdstone beating obviously playoff hopeful in Halifax. Sam Cox is getting a response out of those players, and, you know, again, probably a lot of people, probably maybe from the outside, would look at Wealdstone and think, oh, well, they'll go down. You know, they are one of the small clubs in the division, but Sam Cox is a massive difference for them. And, you know, what a second goal as well, scored, I think, by Jack Cook, their skipper. You know, sort of hit it right across into the top left-hand corner. Fantastic goal. And yeah, they are, you know, on a right high at the moment. Look, I know they won't be silly enough to think that, you know, because we're off to a good start, they changed their season's aspirations. Their aim still would be to get to that 50-point mark. And I know Sam Cox will think that. But, you know, you never know. Who knows? There could be the surprise package. I mean, albeit the only thing is now they've had 2 games at home, whereas they haven't played away yet. So I'll be interested to see how they set up when they go away. Because obviously at home is where they're going to have to get most of their points, I find, because it's a very different ground. A lot of the bigger clubs in the division won't be used to it. But yeah, what a result for them. And, you know, Halifax, not off to the greatest of starts, are they? So, you know, they are struggling. They really are struggling. And like I say, there's not what we expected them, really, because the last couple of years they've sort of always gone under the radar and always been sneaking into those playoff places. So, yeah, a lot's got to be assessed down there, because, you know, they've got to find their way quickly of you know, finding their winning rhythm again. Otherwise, it could well be a massive struggle for them down the other end of the table. Who knows?
Am I right in saying they've had massive changes in the managerial team from last season? Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Because they lost. I can't remember. I can't remember the
really annoy me.
I know. Yeah, I can't remember the life of me now. It was in charge there last year. But
Crystal, no.
Yeah, let us know.
But yeah, no, that's a massive problem for them at the moment, and losing to a side that really on paper they should be beating. Yeah, a lot of fans I don't think would be too happy about it, but none more so I think than Aldershot at the moment. I think they're the ones that are probably most concerned at the moment. If everyone's seen their Twitter page, they are in a bit of trouble at the moment after the first few games.
Oh, I'm fuming about this as well because I've got Pickford in there.
Oh, so have I.
So have I.
Fuming!
Bloody
hell, Jordan.
Ruining my fantasy team, pal.
Oh, Rebecca, I'm blaming you.
Yeah, I'll text her, let her know.
Not your fault, Rebecca. Just texting a group chat, all of us. It's your fault.
It's your fault.
I've got Jack Grealish as well. I don't even know if he's playing.
He's come on. I've got it on the TV. He has come on.
Oh. There we go. Yes, thank you, Chris. Thank you. And I agree with you, Sean. I agree with you. Just quickly going back to this, and I do. Just because he's in my FPL team. Sean has put, a different friend of mine was playing for Tamworth against Southend. Luke Fairlam, ex-AFC Russian and Diamonds. Oh, I love that. Love that. Can we just give a mention to Southend, by the way? Yeah, Adam Lakeland is the manager now. Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate that. Southend, I mean, unlucky last season. They did very, very well. Got to the playoff final. Oldham obviously picked them. Went into League 2. Southend, though, what a brilliant start for them. I think they've recruited very, very well this season as well. But yeah, anybody want to mention Southend?
Yeah, I mean,
I just think it's so special to see them doing so well, especially with everything like off field. They deserve to be where they are now, and I really, really hope that they do it this season, because they really did get pinched to the post last season, and it was so sad to see. But I think for the fans, it'll be incredible for them to be at the top of the table right now, because that's something they probably wouldn't have believed. So I think I really, really hope they do it, and I think they deserve to be back in the Football League after everything. And honestly, I just want them to do really well this season.
It's so easy as well when you've like come so close, to promotion, that it can drive into the next season and they start falling off. And but look, Kevin May is not, like I say, he's not made too much transfer business, but the ones he has made is real quality. That adds the creativity in that final third for them. The likes of Sam Austin and Slavy Spazov as well. Like they've got some good players in that, and some of them are a bit. Obviously, Spazov's a bit of a gamble because obviously, look, he's come from National League South, but obviously it's slipping in very well clearly for for them as a team. And I think Kevin May again deserves a lot of credit because look, he's probably under a different kind of pressure now this year after obviously all the off-field struggles they've had. And now there's a little bit of expectation now from Southend fans to think, look, we need to re-approach and get back into the Football League now. So there's no excuse for this now. When you're talking about, like say, 12 minutes away from the Football League last year, you think, right, look there should be our year now. We should really be able to take it down to a lot of these teams. So, yeah, from outside perspective, you hope Southend go and do it, especially after, like say, everything that's happened off the pitch. But, I think the start they've had now will certainly keep them in good stead now going into the next few weeks or so, for sure.
Definitely. Really quickly. Sorry, Luke. I will get to you, I promise. Eastleigh away. A fantastic first half performance and a comfortable second half sealed our first win of the season. We've got Rochdale away on Wednesday. We will smash them, hopefully.
No.
I'm not saying anything.
Clip this right now, Sean. Clip this.
Yeah.
I'll wait until after the game to clip it. I'm not that silly. Chris has got Gateshead getting their first win of the season. I know, I'm happy for Gateshead, to be fair. Another team as well who have started off very well. Scunthorpe have started really well in this division. Completely agree. Obviously winning 3-1 against Woking. I know a couple did have Woking to struggle, though. I think you were one of them, weren't you, Ben?
I was. Who's to say? It's almost like I know football, isn't it?
Exactly.
Look, to be fair to Woking, they have been given. Nationally, every team is very hard to play against, but they've come up against two ex-league sides, and one that's just come down and one that's just come back up. From the National League North. So that was probably a tough ask for them, to be fair. But for where the aspirations of what a lot of their fans were saying is they want to push on mid-table towards the playoffs, and that not the most ideal starts because obviously they've leaked. I mean, that's already 5 goals conceded already, and we've just 1 goal scored, and even then, goal was a bit fortunate because the keeper flapped it for the goal. So it's not an ideal start for Woking, but they always find their way to come up trumps and that. Like Neil Ardley knows the level really well. Obviously, having known his time with Notts County, and obviously doing really well with them last season. It'll be one of those. He's experienced enough to know it's just down to a bad start, I think, and they'll find their rhythm of that again, soon. I think it's just might take a few more games than maybe the Woking fans might expect. But brilliant start for Scunthorpe and that, and probably better than what their supporters could have hoped for, to be honest.
Definitely. Another team I wanted to mention as well is Hartlepool, because I weren't too sure what to expect with Hartlepool. I know they've brought in some very good players, but off to a really good start. I know it was Francis Clark who did score an own goal. They did have one sent off Braintree, Langston it was, and then Hartlepool got a penalty. Alex Reid scored that, somebody we are all familiar with in the National League, so a very good win for them. Forest Green Rovers as well. I know we don't mention them quite a lot on this podcast, and sometimes I don't actually know why. I don't know if we're like, if we just go under the radar or what. I don't really know, but one thing I did want to mention about them, I actually watched the game, bits of it, with Rochdale obviously being the earlier kickoff. I thought, Cairo Mitchell, Jilly Biabu, who happened to score both of them, which I'm really, really chuffed about. But I was watching them, and some of the football, to be fair, they were playing. And Robbie Savage actually said, like, that's nothing compared to them, but it's really high, intense, like really fast-paced football. And wow, honestly, I was watching them thinking, this is absolutely mental. Like this, they are playing really, really well. So hats off to Robbie Savage and the style of football that he's trying to embrace. But I did obviously want to give a shout out to Jilly Biabu, someone we did have on loan last season. My Oliver, bless him. He became best friends with Jilly Biabu. Like, it was dead cute because he built like a friendship. Bear in mind, Oliver's 6, bless him. We built up this little friendship throughout the season when we had him on loan. And at the end of the season, he actually gave Oliver his shirt, and Oliver's made up. He's actually just got football boots, the exact same as Jilly Biabu. That's his first ever, favourite ever footballer. So you can imagine when it comes up on Sky Sports News that Jilly Biabu has scored. And then I flicked it over really quickly. I was like, Oliver, look. And he saw the goal. It was absolutely made up. So honestly, I'm so chuffed for him because he's such a lovely guy. But I know Rochdale fans won't be happy with me saying this, but I am so made up for Cairo Mitchell. I am in the Cairo Mitchell. I like Cairo Mitchell, to be fair. I think he didn't really fit into our system last year when we changed the system and the way Jim McNulty wanted to play. Despite scoring all of them goals, though, he still contributed to it. And without Cairo Mitchell's goals, we wouldn't have got to where we were in the playoffs. So hats off to him. But one thing I did want to mention, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this will really build his confidence, because Cairo Mitchell, if there is any Forest Green fans in here, I know Greenacres is a Forest Green fan, but Cairo Mitchell is a confidence player. So please, please, please keep backing him, keep singing his name, keep giving him that confidence, because he will perform doing that. But the minute you all get on his back, his head goes, bless him. He is a confidence player. So please do that, because I really want to see him do well, Cairo. I really do like Cairo Mitchell, and I know so many people are going to come for me for this, but I don't even care. I do not even care. Yes, the only thing I will point out about Biabu is he's so fast-paced and he's so incredible attacking. It's just sometimes it can struggle defensively, but he is very, very quick and will get back. But that's the only fault I have about Biabu, but he's such a good player. But yeah, just keep that in mind with the defending. Good evening, team. Hashtag Morecambe love. Hashtag Rochdale and massive. Hashtag made of stone. Ben's made of stone. I love that. Greenacres has put, I have Mitchell as my scorer in our prediction league. Happy days. Love that. Sam the man, you beautiful bugger. I agree. And you know what, right? I will defend Sam, because I didn't see this. Well, there was a lot of conversation going on in our group chat. Midweek, was it last week? And obviously, Claire mentioned about Hinchliffe, didn't she, in the chat being the goat? And Sam turned around and went, no, there's only one goat, and it's Ian Henderson. So, you know what, Sam? The bestie for life. Bestie for life. I love that. We love him already, to be fair. And our view is that if he keeps on producing attack mode, we don't care if he doesn't bother defending. I completely agree with that, to be fair. That was the only fault I have about Biabu. I absolutely love that guy, though. And if you do have the pleasure of meeting him, honestly, he's one of the nicest people in football. He's just one of the best. I love him. But I will talk about our game. So, do you know what? I'm not going to come on here and say, oh, yeah, we absolutely battered Altrincham and stuff, because we didn't, to be fair. I thought it was a really tough game. We're shown glimpses at the beginning. We had chances. But obviously, Rochdale style, Keaton Ward did score. Altrincham scored first. It was a very, very good goal, to be fair. I think we could have prevented it in some ways. I think Tarin Alarakia did get caught out a couple of times on that left-hand side. And then I don't know whether it was Ebanks Landell or who was the other one? I think it might have been Ebanks Landell or Kyron Gordon. No, it was Kyron Gordon, sorry. Went to clear the ball, headed it straight to obviously Ward, and then Ward scored a very, very good goal. Dale did get into it, and I will be honest, the thing is with me at the moment, and this is mental, because any other time I would have been like, oh, here we go, 1-0 down. What are we going to do? But part of me were thinking, do you know what? I still think we could win this game. And then, I don't know if any of you in the chat, or Jen and Ben, if you have seen this, Tarin Alarakia, he scored probably probably a contender already for goal of the season.
Yeah.
What a beautiful, well-struck goal. Ryan East passed it to him, and then he curled it in the top corner. And then Tarin Alarakia, again, it did go down as an own goal, the second goal. It deflected off one of Altrincham's players, but a very, very good, well-taken shot. And one thing that I did want to mention, because last year, we kept saying to these players, shoot, you need to shoot. Fair play to them this season, because they're having a crack. And as you can see, them 2 goals, if you don't have a crack like Tarin did, you're not going to score. So fair play to him. And I was really, really happy as well, because he did get man of the match. Some of our fans did get a bit on top of him and were saying we should have played Pritchard, which in some aspects I can agree with, because I feel like with Pritchard, he is used to being in that position and is defensive and the experience. Tarin, sometimes with him actually being a winger, it can struggle in the defensive role, a bit similar to what I was saying about Biabu for Forest Green. I feel like he has the attributes and the attacking style, but he can struggle because it's not his position to get back and defend. But I was made up that he redeemed himself and obviously got man of the match. He's one of my favourite players as well. But can I give a mention to 3 players who I feel have gone under the radar? I think Oliver Watt-Muffin goal so far, despite only being a kid from Manchester City, and all of our fans, as you all probably saw me having a rant about, who are like, oh, I think he's too young. He has adapted to life already in the National League very, very well. Like, he's from Manchester City. Even if he is only 17, 18-year-old, he's going to be good at the end of the day. He's going to want to play like we play. He's going to be able to play like we play and be very comfortable on the ball. Ebanks Landell, our captain, there was a lot of our fans who thought it was a bit past it last season. He had a very bad injury, just come back, and they were all like, oh, I'll get Liam Hogan in, who I really like as well, Liam Hogan. But I think at the moment, these last 2 performances, Ebanks Landell has put in some real captain's performances. So I wanted to give him a mention. Kyron Gordon, he was player of the season last season for us. And I think he's done brilliantly so far this season. And I'm sorry, Jen, but I know you'll respect it anyway. But when Tatonda has played and come on for us, he has been very, very solid at the back. And it's someone who I feel like we can rely on. Even when he comes on off the bench, he puts his body on the line. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to give him a shout out, because I think they have been brilliant, but because they're obviously not on the score sheet or in ways, you kind of forget about them, don't you, them kind of players? So I wanted to give them a special mention, and I knew you'd appreciate it as well, Jen. And he didn't get booked.
He didn't get booked. I said to Liam, I said, you need to message him. I'll send him a picture, because every time he comes up on my Instagram, his profile picture is still Morecambe. And I'm like, he needs to change it to Rochdale. He really knows it every time he comes up. Well, bless him, he did. As soon as it got announced that we got sold, he did message Liam and say, I'm so happy for everyone at the club. So I think David's such a lovely guy. Like, you just can't hate him. And he's such a great footballer as well. It just makes him even better. So I think I'm excited to see him on Boxing Day, but just don't play too well against us, that's all.
Did a Rue as well, sorry. And we didn't get the score sheet, but I feel like he needed a lot of praise, to be fair, because with a striker like Emmanuel Desirue, he's not just a big, tall striker that can score your goals. He does a lot, like getting back, his hold-up play and everything. He's just brilliant. So, yeah, I'm really impressed so far with our start. I'm not going to take it for granted, because I know National League is a very, very tough league, but I'm seeing some positives and I'm seeing a lot of differences compared to last season. And also, Jason Taylor, when I said to everyone, he will offer that little bit of bite what Jim McNulty doesn't have. He got a red card and got sent to the stands on Saturday. So already, he's
great start.
That Dale need. I hope it rubs off on Jim a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. But yeah, I just wanted to obviously speak about Dale. But of course, the National League table, I know it's nothing to go about at the moment, but I am very, very happy with this. I think you'll be very, very happy, Jen, as well.
Yeah, we're not in the relegation zone. You can't lose if you don't play. I'm sad.
So, Southend United are top on 6 points. Scunthorpe United are second on 6 points. Rochdale are third on 6 points. And Wealdstone are fourth on 6 points. In fifth place, we have Carlisle United on 4 points. Forest Green Rovers on 4 points. And seventh, we have York City on 4 points. I mean, we need to keep winning so they can't catch us, them teams. Carlisle, Forest Green, York, as long as us and Southend keep winning.
Yeah.
And Wealdstone and Scunthorpe, for that matter. And then in the relegation zone, in 21st, we have Eastleigh. 22nd, we have FC Halifax Town. Woking are 23rd. Truro City are 24th. And all of them have 0 points. But as I mentioned, next Monday, we will have 3 lots of fixtures to talk about. 3 lots of fixtures. So we've obviously got midweek fixtures this week, Saturday fixtures, and it is a bank holiday. So we have a lot of football to cover. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's a happy one. Yeah. Hopefully. Watch us go and lose all 3 now.
Oh, God.
At least Luke's on holiday, though. Luke's on holiday. Yeah. I just won't let him in. Sorry, Luke. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to JCB for tonight. I mean, we did well, didn't we? We've done it in very good time as well.
Smashed it.
No, smashed it. We covered a lot as well. I think we covered pretty much every game, to be fair to us. We're getting good at this. We're getting good. And thank you to everybody in the chat as well. It's always a pleasure. But Jen, where can everybody find you and all the amazing things you do?
So you can find me on JenHun_ on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm mostly on there most days now. And then you can find me and Rebecca on Girls in the Grandstand with my other 2 friends, where we talk all things F1. But we're currently on a 3-week break until the end of the month. So we will be back probably 31st, 1st of September for a new recording. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
I love how my sister Amy is in the positives as well, even though all the graphics, we are at home twice and we get 2 pies.
Oh, 2 pies.
This is the inspiration and positivity you need in your life, Amy.
Yeah.
So thank you, Amy. Thank you. I mean, I'm on a diet, I'm calorie counting, but I will be putting them in my calorie app.
Yeah.
I'll get peas to count as one of my 5 a day. Ben, where can everybody find you? And me and Jen have decided you've got to wear your eye-vis tomorrow, or we're not watching.
My vis. Well, tell you where you can find me. Mentally preparing myself for next week's podcast of Triple Game Week. So I think I'm going to need a lot of time to think about this for. You can catch me to Ben Stones FC1 on Twitter. If you do want to find me, I'll probably be in some high vis or something like that tomorrow, pitch side at the Gallagher. So keep an eye out some numpty with his white cap and his high vis. Going, hi everyone. So yeah, that's basically
I feel like we've pressured you into it now.
I know, yeah.
We're like a right numpty now. I look a numpty in away games, they're like home games.
You don't have to wear it. We're only joking. We're only joking. Or are we?
Yeah. Be watching.
We'll be watching. See, Chris is wearing it, Ben.
Oh yeah, but you know, people know me at the club. They don't need to.
All right,
there we
everyone knows me at the club.
If I've got all my new National League gear in that, I wouldn't need to, wear my high vis, but I still haven't got it yet. So yeah, who knows when that's coming.
Get it sorted, everyone.
Yeah.
And if anybody does want to find me, I am SharXRAFC. That is on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. My Her Game 2 stuff as well is Rochdale HGT on them socials. So please, please, please check it out. And the most important ones. We are the Absolute Football Podcast, and we did win Best New Content Creator at the FCAs. I know a lot of people have nominated for us for it this year, so thank you so much to each and every person. It is closed now, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we will have a chance at going back this year to Ellen Road as well. It is up north, so not long to travel for myself and Jen. A little bit further for you, Ben. But we're hoping we do get to go. So thank you to everybody that did nominate us. We really do appreciate it. But we have 4 live shows a week. All at 8:30, and you can catch us on YouTube, and you can also become a YouTube member. So please, 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 if you're not already and you'd like to, you do get some really good perks as well. You get emojis, you get special episodes with the team, and hopefully a lot more coming soon. But yeah, if you do want to become a member, then we would really appreciate that. Twitter, we are Absolute Ball Pod. YouTube, Absolute Football Podcast. Twitch, we are Absolute Football Podcast as well. TikTok, Absolute Football Pod. Instagram, Absolute Football Podcast _ Blue Skies, Absolute Football. And Facebook, we have an Absolute Football Podcast. I think I'm getting hiccups. I spoke that fast. Bear with me, sorry. Right, there we go. And as I mentioned, we do have 4 live shows a week. So on a Monday, you can catch this one, which is absolutely non-league, where we cover National League, National League North, National League South. I know they are not here tonight, but we are still in collaboration with NL Fulltime. As I mentioned, they've all got a live tonight. I don't know what they're doing. But it's just us 3 who don't have a live right now. Yeah. So we're entertaining everyone. Tomorrow we have Absolutely Premier League with Sam and the team. They will be talking about the first opening week in the Premier League. A lot of games to cover, and spoiler alert, there's some new amazing graphics thanks to our lovely, amazing Sam. I mean, what can't that man do? Yeah. Seriously. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of the podcast. As mentioned, Freya and the team are still on a break at the moment, but on Wednesdays you can catch her and Team Chaos with Absolutely Women's Football. The new season and previews will hopefully be starting soon. But if you haven't checked it out, Freya and Paul did do a special interview, so go and watch that ASAP. And of course, Absolutely Lower League is back. Myself and Team Rowdy Rabble will be back on Thursday. As everybody knows, it is a double game week, I think, for them as well. I will confirm in the EFL leagues whether it is. Yes, it is in League One and League Two. So we will have, obviously, the weekend's games and League One and League Two action to cover on Thursday. But thank you so much, everybody in the chat. We really appreciate it.
Wow.
That's harsh. They were unlucky, to be fair. I thought Man United played well. I thought they did play well, to be fair. So I'll have less of that Shawnee boy, or Sam might kick you out tomorrow. But I just wanted to say thank you to each and every person for your support. Hope you all have a lovely week. And remember to check out Sam and the team tomorrow. Bye, everyone.